I look at Dalton Schultz. I mean, the worst case scenario is not that bad.
Yeah, it's a good way to put
it. It's not like if you sign Christian Wilkins and that goes bad, or you sign bad, or worst case scenario is not that bad. You're going to have a serviceable tight end. Best case scenario, you build on what you did last year. I look at it a lot like running back. It's not
same price.
You're not talking about the $20 million range. So that's kind of how I look at it. But it was amusing. This was yesterday. This was as we were cussing and discussing whether or not Dalton Schultz should be here. And here is what it sounded like. Dalton Schultz, I don't see how Dalton Schultz gets better at blocking, and the receiving is what it is, which is really, really good. Really good.
Yeah.
But is it great? Like, it's...
Oh, no, that's where I'm prioritizing everything right
it's
now.
not. There's not much explosiveness to it. It's always seems like he's just open. Maybe that's a skill. Same. I guess Travis Kelce has that same skill. I don't know. Why am I so out on Dalton Schultz? What happened?
No, that's what I've been saying.
No, I'm serious. Like, I get it. I think I'm out on Dalton Schultz because now all of a sudden he's becoming overrated.
Maybe.
$12 million? Mm-hmm. Travis Kelce makes $14 million.
I don't mind the $12 million.
Travis Kelce makes $14 million.
Okay, but that's a longer-term deal. $12 million for 1 year versus $36 or $37 million for 3 years. That's where I keep coming back to. That's what I keep coming back to.
All right, we'll see what happens. Tag deadline today. I don't anticipate Dalton Schultz being franchise tagged, but stranger things have happened. Speaking of tags, I want you and Figgy to play this game for me. Good tag, bad tag.
Okay.
I'm going to throw a list of tags, and I want you to tell me if this is a good tag or a bad tag.
Okay.
Toll tag.
Oh, love it. Man, that saved me so much time over the years.
I got like an ongoing beef with the toe tag people, man.
Wow. You got to go.
And that's a scam too, man.
Yeah.
Because I tried to go to pay it, and the website was down.
Okay.
Dang.
By the way, right on cue. Mm-hmm. Hit the damn breaking sound. This is perfect right here. There you go.
Sports Radio 610, Houston Texans breaking news.
Well, I just moved on from him. Looks like Dalton Schultz is going to stay. 3 years, $36 million.
That's what I just said.
$23.5 million fully guaranteed. Dalton Schultz stays with the Houston Texans. All right, there you go.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just sneaks up
Falls
on
in your
you.
lap.
Look, it's not the worst thing in the world, and I think the market is what it is with tight ends. Mm-hmm. They didn't want to partake in it. They didn't like any of these projects. The draft, it's not stacked like it was last year with Dalton Schultz. So you get a core piece back. I thought it was interesting to see the players' reaction. Jimmy Ward, C.J. Stroud, among others. Pretty pleased with it. So Dalton Schultz, one of our bros, by the way. We'll relive the interaction we had with Dalton Schultz at camp. In the noon hour, but there you go, Dalton Schultz. 2 year, really a 2 year deal. It's really a 2 year
23.5 guaranteed.
Kind of a compromise between being franchise tagged and a long term deal. So not a high risk type of situation.
No, and you're set at the position with the exception of maybe you're set at the position with the exception of maybe a draftable a tight end you draft. That could maybe fill in and maybe even surprise
or
you.
Sign.
Maybe or sign somebody or be a blocker or something like that. No, I liked the deal's about what I thought it would be, as you heard there. I would have still preferred the tag, but I get it because you put it right. It's kind of a compromise. 2 years, we heard Nick Caserio talking about 2 year increments. Well, there you go. There's the first sign of it. It's the first contract he's given to a free agent of more than 2 years. So clearly they're in.
Yep. So we'll see how that goes. Dalton Schultz, he is back with the Houston Texans. There's news that Aaron Wilson says that they're talking to Kyam Fairbairn. How he worded it was interesting.
It was kind of up and down. Not heated, but ongoing or something like that.
Here's how Aaron Wilson worded it. Sources, Kyam Fairbairn holding pivotal active negotiation.
That's it.
With the Texans, with some optimism of reaching a deal. Fairbairn ranked 9th among kickers with $4.4 million average last season on his expiring deal. Pivotal.
As in, is that his word, or do they consider it pivotal? That's what it was a little bit awkward there.
What does that mean?
Well, it's crucial, pivotal, that it's going to be important.
Why is it so pivotal?
Because it's Kyam Fairbairn, brother. It's a guy that's been consistent, except for his health.
He's hurt a lot for a kicker, man.
Yeah, he is.
Like the equivalent, he's missed one more game than Saquon Barkley. And that's not counting the Tampa Bay game, which I would consider a missed game.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, they had to kick.
I mean,
they had to.
Gumbawale was kicking.
Yeah, they had to go for it on fourth a lot.
Yeah.
He is.
He is. I
would have no problem bringing him back. I'm just saying.
You remember yesterday I was ranking, all the in order the Texans free agents of protecting their own, bringing back their own. I had him 8th.
Yeah,
I had him 8th on that list. Kind of cool to bring him back.
Yeah, run it back,
but not essential. Not essential by any stretch. Number 3 on the list was Dalton Schultz, and they signed him. 1 and 2, I think we should expect to be signed as well. That's Devin Singletary and Blake Cashman. Blake Cashman might cash in.
He's not.
Try to cash in.
He's not. Well, DJ Bieniemy yesterday after the franchise tag deadline said Blake Cashman hits the market as if they were going to give him $20 million a year or something.
Now that might be a bit much, but he's never really gotten a big contract, and he's coming off a big year. Someone somewhere.
How big was it?
Well, for him, the best of his career.
Yeah, but it wasn't like a huge year.
I mean, he was wasn't he player of the month one month or something like that? Defensive player of the month. So
yeah, I don't know about that.
He was something along those lines.
Yeah.
But for him, it was the best year of his career.
It was good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he gave you 14 games, and he's one of your best guys. I want Cashman back.
Defensive player of the week.
Week. Yeah,
he was defensive player of the week.
Difference there, sir.
Yeah, well, I looked it up. Get off my back, man.
Hey,
yeah, man, come on.
Adam Spillane.
Just awful.
I didn't say awful. I just said, a little different.
Oh, that was bad.
A little different.
What's wrong with you?
Wasn't he MVP? No.
Player of the week.
No, player of the month. Oh, something like that.
106 tackles.
Yeah, it was good.
9 tackles for losses.
You don't have to sell me on Cashman.
2 sacks. No, what I'm saying is he's never gotten a big contract, and he might just.
He's not going to get one.
Big for him.
You don't see him getting one from another team?
No.
That's probably overpaying?
No. I think he.
All right.
I think he kind of is what he is.
No. I want the Texans to bring him back. I'm saying it might be he's only made $3.8 million in 5 years.
Yeah, he hasn't. I mean, he hasn't even been a
4.7
the last
with
2
bonuses.
years. He hasn't even really played on consistent defense. He's made pretty good bread.
He's made 4.7 in his career with bonuses. He might make 4.7 a year.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about that.
I want him back. All I'm saying is I think there's going to be some suitors.
I don't.
Okay.
I think he's going to be here. By the way, DJ Bieniemy also saying there's some mutual interest between the Texans and Pro Bowl linebacker Patrick Queen. No thanks.
I'm not high on
that is a lot of money, man.
Can I give you
I don't want Patrick Queen and I don't want Wilkins. I'll just say that. Those 2 big names.
You don't want them for that price?
I don't want them for what their price point is going to be and what they've earned in this type of market. I want to focus on positions where the max value is not consequential, much like tight end, running back, maybe safety.
It's one of my confessions today. You can read it for yourself. It's right here in front of me. I'm just not feeling Christian Wilkins and Patrick Queen.
No, I'm not feeling Christian Wilkins at all. I don't feel good about it.
I'm not saying they're not good. I'm not saying they couldn't be great, in this system. We know what D'Amico Ryans does. I'm just not feeling it. And maybe it's because of what you said. Maybe it's because
the money.
Yeah, the money and where the value is, with some of these other players that are out there.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. They shouldn't have to pay top notch for these guys, though, man.
Not that level.
This is a good team, man. Yeah. I mean, if you want to play for a sorry team and get all the money you can from them, then go ahead. But this ain't that team, so I wouldn't pay that much for them.
No, I don't think so either. But we'll see. I mean, I don't think too many people would be upset with Queen and Wilkins. I just don't think that's.
No, and I wouldn't be upset.
I don't think that's smart.
I'm just not feeling it as a go-to. As a priority.
I think you get Cashman at a bargain.
I'm a little worried about that, as I just mentioned, but I do think they're going to bring him back. My number 1 and 2 are Singletary and Cashman. and then
I think he's going to be team friendly. I don't think people are dying to have Blake Cashman. I don't think they're dying to have him.
It's a business, Landry.
What does that mean?
Like he's going to try to maybe get a good payday for the first time in his career.
It's a business.
He has a say in this. And I don't think the market's going to be dying for Blake Cashman. I think it's going to be enough to where I think his value here might be higher than other places. I don't think you're going to have to break bread for Cashman. Yeah, we'll see. Because like I said, if I were in his place, I'd okay.
No, he's got to do what he's got to do.
I've been in this league a long time, 5 years. Somebody might offer me $4.5 a year for 3 years. I'm going to take it. I love the Texans, but I'm going to take that. I got to worry about my future.
We'll see. Landry Locker, John Lopez, Figgy Fig with you here on Houston Sports Leader, Sports Radio 610. Let's talk standards. What's the standard around here? This was Dalton Schultz. He talked to Clint Sterner, Ron Hughley a few weeks ago. Here was Dalton Schultz talking about the standard around here.
For a team that's got such a young core, that experience is going to be so valuable going forward. The Houston Texans should be in that striking distance of the playoffs every single year. That's the standard now, and that standard's been set. If we said that last year in the offseason, everybody would be looking at us like we're nuts. And so I'm excited to see just that fruition, because I think it's going to be a good time for football in the city of Houston.
All right, there you go. So there's the standard. Standard make the playoffs.
He's right.
Is that a good standard?
No, it's a good standard.
We need to up the standard, or that's where we're at?
No, that's a good standard, and I think he's right. That's why we're having these discussions about players that normally wouldn't have given the Texans the time of day. I mean, think about the players we're talking about. Christian Wilkins, Patrick Queen, mutual interest, all this stuff. Dude, do you think any of these cats would want to have anything to do with the Texans a year ago, or even much less 2 years ago?
No, a lot of
standard and a different attraction here.
A lot has changed. A hell of a lot has changed.
Yeah.
Enjoying it, man. Mm-hmm. Enjoying it very much.